And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. It is Monday, and this officially marks the midway point of July. Today is July the 15th. We're sitting at 74 right now as we wait for, y'all guessed it, hot weather. 95 is expected, and the heat index should rise to somewhere around 105 this afternoon. And we do have a 50% chance of showers. And boy, did we get that yesterday afternoon. No thunderstorms, no warnings, I mean by that. We got some thunderstorms that rolled through the area, and what happened? Wreck after wreck after wreck, and then more wrecks. We got most of them the best we could. We'll go over all that beginning at 7 this morning. How do you feel? I think it was a short weekend. I've got Beach Bum over here that's getting ready for the show. Tanned, worthless. He's all relaxed.
But rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated. There he is. Rejuvenated. Yeah, I can't say it that way. I'm going to have to work on that. Odie's ready for the show beginning at 7. I hope you are. All you have to do is tune in. We'll be bringing you everything that's live coming up at the top of the hour. Lamar says it's a beautiful morning. It is. It is. Richard, good morning. Miss Ann is up. Mark Ingram joins us. Miss Evelyn, so glad to see each and one of you. Now, we're going to talk about the obvious this morning. There is absolutely no way that you cannot talk about the shooting that occurred this weekend. Pennsylvania is where all this went down. Butler, Pennsylvania. We'll talk about that. Trump, what went on, what's been said, what's going on with it. All that's coming up at 7 o'clock also with the local headlines. Man alive. There's some bad folks in this world. We'll talk about all of that coming up this morning there. Charlotte, how in the world are you? Mike Dallas joining us now. Connie, Miss Gail, Shannon. Many of you stirring up, waking up today. Coffee is going. I hear it in the background here also. We got that and a whole lot more on the way. Let's go to Collinsville now and get a good word for the day.
You know, wouldn't it be great if you could make a lot of money really fast? I mean, I would love to see my bank account go from where it is today to $1 million faster than I could snap my fingers. But today's word of wisdom from Proverbs 13:11 tells us to be careful in situations like that. It says, wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. So what's the problem with making a lot of money quickly? Well, a lot of money made quickly is an indicator of volatility and risk in the marketplace. It takes a volatile market with a lot of change for your investment to skyrocket and make money overnight. But in a volatile financial situation, what goes up quickly can also come down quickly. In other words, money made quickly can be lost quickly. That's why wealth gained hastily will dwindle. Although it takes more patience and discipline, the Bible says it's better to increase your wealth little by little. So we should invest in solid, long-range things that'll give a great yield over time. It won't happen fast, but it's less volatile and more secure. In the end, it's the better investment. You know, this all reminds me of the story of the tortoise and the hare. You remember that story? The hare jumped up out to a big lead and got sidetracked and ran out of gas along the way. But the tortoise just plodded slowly along to victory, teaching us that slow and steady wins the race. Well, that's true in finances as well. Whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Slow and steady wins the race to wealth. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. And welcome back. I hope you got something good out of that. Always good for us to have those words of wisdom is the way I put that. Sometimes it's just what you need. As we start today, well, do you remember when we got a new tag in Mississippi? Redesigned it and seemed to have left off in God We Trust somewhere. Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't know about you, but that happened. Pennsylvania getting a new plate. This one will feature the Liberty Bell. Pretty neat for them. Thought I had to bring that up about our tag. I never got to say that. Used to be on the old one there. This is one of those sad situations where you call the police and in the middle of the night you think you have a prowler in your house. This happened in Illinois. The lady that was 36 years old called. In the end, at 1:22 a.m., she would be shot by deputies. And they have released absolutely nothing about it. The details. All of it's headed to court, as we would think so. Condolences to her family as we watch this. Happened a few weeks back on July 6th, about a week ago, is when that happened. We don't know the circumstances of what went wrong. Something went wrong, but we don't know what. Now, Odie, I'm going to say this because I don't have any friends that watch this. I'm going to do a reality check here with Odie. Do you watch the Wimbledon? Wimbledon. I can't even pronounce.
Every now and then I'll throw it on just to catch a game or two.
Okay, Odie watches
I'm
it.
not going to sit.
Odie is the only person that I personally know that has ever watched a Wimbledon, whatever it is. I cannot say that word, but Carlos has won it. He's the winner of that word that I can't say.
When Agassi left and all of them left, it wasn't no fun no more. But
Who left?
You got Agassi.
I don't know. Well, they can't hear you, Odie. They can't hear you. It's
100 miles an hour and you hit it.
tennis. My, oh, my, oh, my. This guy's won it for 2 years in a row. But I know there's a lot of people who love tennis. We did, growing up, have one at Scuba Tech when I was little in the town of Scuba. Outside of that, that was the only time we witnessed seeing anything like that. We went up and we thought it was a basketball court. Diapers. This is no joke. Getting unaffordable for parents. Y'all know this. It's been many, many moons ago since my children were in them. But I know there's a lot of grandparents. Odie, you've seen this, to where if it weren't for the grandparents helping out buying diapers for the parents, they couldn't make it. They couldn't eat. Where does this stop? I don't have the answer for this, but it's rising and rising in cost as we look at that. We go to London next. We don't understand everything, but a 36-year-old man has been arrested. 34. I was a little off there. He's 34. 2 men were found in suitcases dead. Apparently, he had rented a room from them. I think the 2 men that he killed were in a relationship, and don't know if any of that plays into it, but how horrible. Suitcase. Oh, my gosh. Shannon Daughtry. Have y'all heard this by now? If you'll go back to 90210, Charmed, passed away over the weekend. She was 53 years old. Cancer. We've been watching her for the last few years. Beautiful woman. She has fought cancer, and she fought to the end. We pass along condolences to her. As a matter of fact, there's several that passed away this weekend. Dr. Ruth is gone. The guy that was... Richard Simmons passed away. And then also a guy that was in Hill Street Blues. We'll get into all of that this morning. We got his name. Texas Raven, NFL player, is also deceased. 40 years old. His name was Jacob Jones. All that they're telling us is that he passed away in his sleep. We don't know the cause of that. The guy, and let me show you this guy. You're going to know this as I brought him up from Hill Street Blues. Y'all remember this guy right there? A familiar face with Hill Street Blues if you watched that back in the 80s. Has passed away. That was Syking is his last name. James B. Syking. He was 90 years old. Hill Street Blues was a big show. I never watched it, but it was big during the day, I know. Let's see here. I read some stories. Because you go maybe take a couple of classes that deal with religion does not make you a pastor in any shape, form, or way. Headlines this morning showing a woman that supposedly was studying to be a pastor has, turned the other way. And there's scripture after scripture of this in the Bible to where people turn and go to sin over the love of money. She's gone to OnlyFans, making millions a month, she says, and she's happier. Maybe for a little while, but trust me, in the end game, it's going to be a lot different. That's really like denouncing God to a degree.
100%.
I didn't want to misunderstand that. And the media, the national media, seems to condone or promote things of that nature these days. There's so much more I could tell you about this, but it's just disgusting. We won't even go there. It's not worth repeating. But just remember, pleasures of the world are not what get you to the other side. Bigger things out there. We're going to get into all of this with Trump. It is so much to go over and to talk about. We'll get into all that coming up at 7 o'clock. So, what was that Burger King commercial? Security. We think there may be a lack of it in the United States. We're going to get into all of that coming up at the top of the hour. Please join us. We'll be right back with your weather forecast in just a moment.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
CF Moto has arrived at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North or give us a call at 601-485-8700.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As Monday rolls in, back in 2000, it was 105 today. We'll be within 10 degrees of that. We're expected 95, but the heat index today, 105. As we go back to 67, anybody remember that year? It was a cool 55, the record low set in that year. A little bit before me. As we look at the shower chance today, we do have a 50% chance of this occurring today. We'll watch it closely as we look at the temperatures from the Greenwood up the Delta, 93 to 94 down in Natchez. And this is updated just a little bit since 4 a.m. when I got this. They're going from 93 to 95 for that high. As we go to Bama, we do see that we've got 96 forecasted for Demopolis, Alabama. Birmingham should come in at 95, Clanton at 95 as well. Even over in Montgomery, the temperature is going to be warmer, 98 degrees over where Hank stays. As we look at this, this is hot. Today is what we've got, a level 1 in the Meridian area. West of Jackson and down through west of just Hattiesburg should be a level 2 with temperatures reaching over 110 on the heat index. Meridian, about 105. But look at tomorrow. We move into that 110 range as far as the eye can see, or at least through Wednesday. It's going to be warm, in other words, hot and more hot. That's what I know to put it. I don't know what this blue stuff is showing here back toward Texas there, but it hadn't arrived in Mississippi yet, has it? They're forecasting maybe a little bit cooler with some showers in the future. Let's go ahead and look at that 7-day forecast. As we look at this, we do some 80-degree weather there. I guess that's what makes it cooler, huh? We see 95 today. Tomorrow, even warmer with a higher chance of rain at 60% tomorrow. 97 that high. Look at the rain chances for the rest of the week. Wednesday, 70% chance. 90% chance on Thursday. 70% chance on Friday. 60 and 60 is rain every day forecasted. So that brings to mind, let's bring up a couple of things here that we need to check on. Do you have windshield wipers? You're going to need those this week. And then number 2, are your tires bald? Don't take chances with any of that. Inboxes, if you need a place to go, we got several people that advertise with us that are great people that'll take care of you, and you can get windshield wipers and tires all in the same place where you don't have to fool with it. But do not drive on bald tires.
Sounds like
It's
a
just,
country song.
it is a country song. Let's look at this, go another week into this, and I'll be dog, rain forecasted every day because the Neshoba County Fair is coming, and it's just mixed in with it. Rain and mud. Red dirt, that is, as Jed would say. 80-degree weather there, 90-degree weather. We do have a dip, and I guess it's that cooler weather at 87 on the 23rd. Cold front coming. For July, I guess that is. What's the fishing forecast for today? Let's check that out as we'll head. Your major time this morning will be right at 8 a.m. We'll run through about 10 if you've got time to go. Late this afternoon at dark 30 will be your second major time to fish, right around 7:30 until dark 30, into 9:30ish, but dark on, 7:30 on. Good luck to you. Hope you can get something. The wind's going to be calm, becoming west-southwest around 5 throughout the afternoon is what we've got forecasted. Now, as we look at what's happening in the tropics, good news here, 0% chance of anything happening for the next 7 days. Radar is clear on all of that. We can't be tickled enough that nothing is out there brewing and coming towards us. Let's go to radar this morning and take a look at what we've got. As we pull up radar this morning, look at this heat. Only the northeastern portion of Mississippi is not under a heat advisory. It starts at Lauderdale County. Kemper, you're out of it. Neshoba County, Eric Clark Country, Leake County, y'all are out. Even up to Winston is not in this. But anything south of I-20 Meridian is included in this in the Mississippi Delta. Look at that. We did have some showers. Here we go up here around Greenville this morning. We are picking up some Cleveland right there, and this is going to be Sunflower, Mississippi. Also, that's Flaught, Mississippi, and up near Tutwiler, around Hiram, Mississippi, getting a shower. Nothing heavy, but we do have some showers there as we back out. Look at the Gulf. We got a few showers there. If you're around Pensacola, Mobile, you may get wet. Apalachicola, Florida, Gainesville, those areas there could see some showers today as well. A little bit of fog around Atlanta and that 50-lane traffic if you're trying to get through that this morning. God bless you if you're there, is all I can say. I just have to move. I just literally could not do that every day. Thumbs up to you people that can handle that traffic. And look at the Washington area. Heat. Charleston, we've got it there. Most of the United States, as you back out and look at that. Showers up in Minnesota this morning, a lot. Detroit getting wet, and we have a little bit there in Wyoming as well. That's a quick look at the forecast this morning as we all begin it today. Everything is safe. Everything is calm. A new day to start things fresh. We'll tell you all about what went on this weekend, and let me tell you, there was a lot that happened this weekend. Gunshots, stabbings, a child found in the street. Y'all heard about this? We're going to tell you all of that coming up at the top of the hour. A 2-year-old child, my, found. Safe. We'll give you the details of what we know at this point. That's at the top of the hour with Scotty Ray Report. Don't miss out on it. Local, and then some more local. That's how we do it. We'll see you then, beginning at the top of the hour with the Scotty Ray Report.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.